I'm Crystal of Crystal Sews and Stuff here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you a quick make that I did that I've been planning for a while, and that is oh, where'd I put the pattern? Here it is. Burda 6579. And this is a cute top pattern. And the cool thing about this pattern is that it has a lot of opportunity for color blocking. And so the pattern has three front pieces. So you have this front section, you have the top front, and then you have the lower front for the sleeveless version, and then there's a sleeved version where you can add and that's the next, the third section right here. So you have the opportunity to color block the main section and the top and the back, and then also the sleeves. So I decided to sew the sleeveless version because I've shown you this fabric a couple times, but this is Japanese cotton, and it's so pretty with dragonflies, and it has these beautiful flowers, and then it has these stars. And I only had less than a yard of around 40-inch wide, maybe even a little bit less wide, because Japanese cottons sometimes come in shorter widths. So I only had about exactly 1 yard, and then the print is really big. So I've been holding on to this fabric since 2 years ago, because I picked up this fabric at the Baltimore D-Stash in March of 2018 when Renee had the last Baltimore D-Stash. So anyway, I had been planning on doing something with this fabric because it's just so pretty, but I wanted to make sure I got all three sections of the fabric in it. And so I decided to make the dragonflies the focal point. So I put that one main section, and this is the section. This is what it looks like. It has a nice little curve to it. So I made this section right here, and I did a lot of what do you call it, pattern placement, pattern pickiness. I can't think of the word, but there's a word for when you fussy cut. That's right, fussy cutting technique. So I just made sure to put this fabric over the dragonflies the way I wanted it. I kind of wanted this dragonfly to go upwards, but now that I have it going down. So this dragonfly is swooping down, and then the other two dragonflies are kind of, this one is going in the middle, and this one on the bottom is going up. So I like how they swoop in different directions. My daughter's like, that's how dragonflies are, don't worry about it. So anyway, so I decided to do that part for the midsection, and then I decided to do the flowers for the top front, and then I did the little I guess, I don't know what these are called, little geometric shapes for the bottom section. So the pattern changes. First, let me tell you the size that I sewed. I sewed a size 14, and the size 14 had a finished bust measurement of 40 inches around, and it comes in sizes 8 to 20, and which is European size 34 to 46. And that's a bust measurement of 34 inches to 45 inches around. So you can get an idea of the size range. So I decided to sew a size 14 in the bust area. And then I graded out to a size 18 for the hip area, because I knew it would graze the hips a little bit. And I wanted this to be pretty roomy so I could show as much of the fabric as I could. And the hip size is from size 34 to size 46, and that is 37.5-inch hip all the way up to 47-inch hip. So it's not the best size range for this pattern, but Burda does have different sections of size ranges. They have a lot of plus size patterns as well as general standard size patterns. So that's what I decided to do. And the only other change is I raised up the middle section by an inch on the front and the back, so that the weight, I got it upside down. I raised up the main piece, section 1, by an inch. here so that the waistline can kind of hit me where I want it to. So I just kind of put it up to me and then figure out where my waistline is, and then make sure the waistline was hitting me at my waistline. So that's what I did. And I drew a line across to make sure it was hitting me at my waistline before I cut it out. And the final change that I did was it comes with a facing piece, but for the back I didn't have enough fabric to do the same print on the back. So what I did is I used this pretty eyelet. You can see. So I did this pretty eyelet fabric for the back, and I really like that. So I used that fabric for the back, and I took out the center seam on the back piece. So it's supposed to be 2 pieces, and then you sew up the back, and then you pull it over your head. So I decided to just take out that center piece because the eyelet, and I made the eyelet, you can see, center in the middle, so I wouldn't have to cut through the little holes in the eyelets. So that's what I did for the back. And then I finished, instead of with, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, so instead of a facing, I finished the back with bias tape instead, so that it wouldn't show through on the eyelet on the back. So that's what I did for the back facing. And these are, the front part is just turned down and sewn down. So what I did was I finished all my seams using a mock French seam, which is kind of like the French seam, except for you sew it right sides together like you would a normal seam, but you fold it in and then sew that down. So I'll show you. So that's what I did. So you can tell the seam is just sewed down together. So I folded both sides in and then sewed them down really narrowly. And then on the sleeves, on the shoulders, I also top stitched it down on both sides so that the seam would stay down. And then I also top stitched each section with just white, and I did a 3mm stitch for this section so that each section would stand out a little bit more. I decided to top stitch each section down. So for this section, that section, and then the bottom section, I top stitched it down. So then I decided to go ahead and finish fixing up my Jalie jeans. And this is the Eleonore Jeans by Jalie Patterns, but a lot of people call it just the Jalie Jeans. It's one of the most popular patterns, I believe, on patternreview.com. So if you're interested in this pattern, make sure you check out patternreview.com, because there are a ton of reviews on this pattern. And I sewed up a size V. I went back and checked my pattern pieces because I have the physical pattern, and I bought it from Pattern Review actually. And because if you have the membership, you get a little bit off of patterns from them. So I picked up this Jalie pattern and I got a little bit of a discount. I don't remember how much it was, but I'll leave a link to the pattern below. But anyway, I sewed a size V, and when I first sewed this, I used embroidery threads, some of my embroidery threads over there. And it's so those are made out of rayon, which is not a strong thread for using with jeans, and these are kind of a mock jean. Anyway, all the stitching came out, all of my embroidery stitching came out, and so I had to unpick all of the stitching on that. And so I took a while to do that, and I showed you that in one of my last videos. And so what I did, I just went on ahead and I put, ooh, let me put this, I got a chair. So I went on ahead and I added the pockets back, and I unstitched all the stitching in the middle, and then the leg seams here, I had to unpick all of the top stitching here. And it's a little bit fuzzy from pulling out the stitches, but you can't really tell unless you're really up close. And then I also top stitched this crotch seam, the faux crotch, faux fly again. So those are the things that I have been working on. be doing my ginger jeans soon. I went to Joann's today. I did the curbside pickup because I thought they weren't allowing people in the store, but when I went to go do the curbside pickup, I saw a long line of people with masks on. So apparently they're letting people in the store even here in Maryland. Excuse me, which I was surprised about. But anyway, I did the curbside. I had the kids with me anyway, so I couldn't do I couldn't go in the store anyway with the kids. So I just did the curbside pickup. And anyway, I wanted to tell you, I just picked up some seam rippers and some muslin so I could work on my ginger jeans. I already did some of the pattern adjustments, and I'll tell you about those when I do my review of the jeans. So I'm going to be working on my ginger jeans fairly soon. And then the other thing that I'm going to be working on is, so the only other thing that I plan on making for May so far, I'm kind of taking things as I feel like sewing for May. So I'm not really doing daily pictures for Me Make May this year, just because with everything going on in the world, it's just too much for me to go ahead and do pictures every single day. But I am getting dressed in Me Make May on my own at home. So anyway, but the only thing, my main goal for May is just kind of sew things in a more relaxed way and things that I just feel like sewing. So the only other thing that I want to make besides the ginger jeans, because I've been wanting to make those forever, is the McCall's 8047, which is the Sew Your View make for May 2020. And so at first I was thinking I wanted to do version 2 with well, the top of version 2 and the bottom of version 6, which is the looser fitting pants. But now I think I want to make this version with the cross on the back, the wrap top. So I think I want to make this cross wrap top with these pants now. So I'll see. I'll probably just make this top and then do the loose pants and see if I like it loose. And if I don't like it loose, then I'll go ahead and throw some elastic at the bottom. So I don't know. I have to decide once it's on. And again, I'm going to be using this really pretty rose colored fabric from LA Finch Fabrics that I ordered recently. I just think this is so pretty and springy. So those are the two things that I plan on working on. I'm going to be cutting out the muslin hopefully today or tomorrow. And I just picked up some muslin from Joann, but it's kind of a lightweight muslin, so I might have to go and get a heavier weight muslin unless I can find something in my stash that hope you guys are doing well and enjoying your sewing. So for me, May, I'm just gonna take in a more relaxed style of sewing. I'm gonna be just mostly focusing on things that I just feel like sewing. Like I've been wanting to sew these ginger jeans forever, and I've liked this pattern ever since I saw it was announced for the Sew Your View challenge. So that's something I want to do. So those are the things that I definitely plan on making. I'll probably do a couple more things as well. So I'm not doing like a solid plan, but those are the two things I plan on making for sure. At least getting started on the ginger jeans. It depends on if I run into any fit issues, because I'm reading things on how to do a full seat adjustment, because I need that. Because even on these Jalies, they do dip down a little bit in the back compared to where it's hit me in the front. So I know I need a little scoop in the back to get the back to fit right. So that's why it just depends on how many muslins I have to do for the ginger jeans. And I'm waiting for my zipper to come in, because I decided I'm gonna do the white jeans first and then probably do the blue jeans, depending on how the white jeans go. Because since it's, you know, spring, summer, I can wear the white jeans a little bit more. And I have, you know, and I can wear these Jalie jeans until I'm ready to make the blue ones. So anyway, go off on a tangent. Anyway, that's my review of the Burda, what's the number again? 6579, and just an update on my Jalie jeans. And I would definitely make both of these patterns again. Even my daughter said she wouldn't mind having some of these Jalie jeans, but she said, I need pockets. I need pockets. I don't like fake pockets. So I would have to get the I do have, I found a blog post that shows you how to add a pocket to it. And so I think that's what I'm going to do, is follow that blog post or buy the little, they have a little $4 add-on that you can pick up to make the pockets, to make the pockets real in the front. This, because it's just a little faux pocket. So anyway, she was like, I want real pockets. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well and hanging in there, enjoying me, May. I'm enjoying seeing everybody who does the daily post. I'm not doing that this year. I'm just kind of, I'll just be posting things that I make in May and just sewing kind of a casual style this month. And just because it's just too stressful and I just don't, you know, feel like being stressed right now. Because they announced that school's going to be closed to the end of the year, and so everybody's home, so me helping with homeschooling and all that is just, it's just a lot at once. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well and hanging in there, and happy sewing to you all. Take care.